What is up, people? Welcome to crazy live stream idea. uh, just wanted to say, hey, thank you for joining me. These things are not really scheduled super well, just because I'm figuring things out and creating new content and whatnot. But I had this bizarre idea of doing this kind of live stream today, which is called Comic Yeah, Comic Nah. And we'll see how it goes. It should be pretty fun, partially because I've got a great guest with me today, one of my friends. But first of all, who is in the chat? Comrade Sammy. Ever faithful Comrade Sammy. Thanks for showing up. It was good talking with you last night on Shant's stream. You are, I don't know, you are a 24-hour stream goer. So, but it's always great to have you here, and I hope you enjoy today. So, I guess without further ado, I'm going to bring in my buddy here. Say hello to Marty. What's up, Marty?
Hello. Rock. Good to see you. And the audience.
And the
It's
audience.
an honor to be here.
All one of them. Comrade Sammy says,
with us and them.
ooh, we get to meet your friend. Yeah. So this is my buddy Marty, really good friend of mine. So the premise of this interview is, I was introing it to Marty right before we started. The whole point of me starting this whole YouTube thing was to share in my love of comics. And a big part of comics for me is the sharing aspect of it, is telling friends about whatever new book I might find, or if I discover something, I'm like, oh, you should check this out. So I thought, how cool would that be to do this on a live stream? And I was chatting with Marty once on a walk, and he was like, wouldn't it be cool if like somebody was, you were interviewing somebody and you were talking about a book and they had no idea what that book was about, and they were like, what is this? And kind of giving a commentary on it. So I thought that was a really funny idea, and I took it kind of as a challenge of like, I wonder if I could share a book with somebody and try and get them into comics, or at least get them into the book. And what better person to try this out on than Marty himself? So you are the fault. You're on fault for this.
I'm honored. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Comrade Sammy says, Guten Tag, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Sammy.
Yeah, she is, she's been a super faithful chat mod on my channel ever since I started live streaming. And she faithfully shows up. There was one time I was live streaming late. I think it was like 3 o'clock your time, wasn't it, Sammy? And she showed up just to cheer me on. So it was pretty awesome. Oh, Sammy says his audio is kind of echoey. Okay, so this was what I was talking about, Marty. This is why I'm wearing headphones.
Thank you for the feedback.
You're actually, for your feedback. Hang on, let me see if I can. These are the kind of things that need to be worked out. Excuse me. Let me take a cough drop. Okay, let's see. Broadcast, enable, maybe? Use. Movie sound on speakers. I don't know. Sammy, let us know if that, I just hit a couple buttons, so let me know if that actually made a difference or not.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Sound the same for you, Marty?
No, everything sounds fine on my end.
Okay. Maybe I set this up where you can't talk at all. Let's see. Automatically mute microphone and guest audio during video. No, that's not it. Map. Mute movie sound on speakers. No. Enable echo cancel. I think maybe that helped. So let us know, Sammy, if you hear anything. She said yes, much better.
Yes, much better. Awesome.
Perfect. See, this is why the chat rocks, because they're kind of your
cool.
eyes and ears when you can't be. And See that little, I don't know if you're familiar with YouTube chats, Marty. You see that little blue wrench that's next to Comrade Sammy's name? You see it on the window?
Yeah, no. Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
That means that she's a mod on the chat. So she can,
Mhm.
like, I don't know, what can Sammy do? I guess if there's
Oh,
some seedy person commenting, she can block them for me, or she can post links in the
oh,
chat.
cool.
Yeah. So it's
The
it's
enforcer.
like yeah, it's kind of like a cool thing to be a mod on people's channel. And the very first time that I live streamed, basically I was so excited that anybody showed up, so I made everybody a mod that showed up.
Nice.
I called them
Sergeant
my
of Arms.
yeah, I called them my mod squad. But Sammy is definitely deserving of that. All right. So,
Cool.
okay. I was trying to think of what a good book would be to share with you, my friend. Sammy says, "Yeah, I'm kind of a pro at it." LOL.
I'm excited.
um, and uh, you read comics when you were a kid. You and your brother both, right? And you even
Yep.
had like,
Collected.
do you have some of the CGC books next to you?
I don't. They're downstairs. I can go get them.
Just if they're easy to get, go get a couple. We have time.
All right. Give me like a minute.
Okay. And so I'll just be here talking to you, Sammy. How's it going? How's your day going? Um, that stream with Shanth was pretty fun last night, and Dan Lawless. It's always cool to see Shanth. I admire that guy so much, and he's been such an encouragement to me as far as YouTube and comics creating, obviously. So I'm super excited to get his book. Did you happen to back Nosfero? I hope you did, because it looks like it's going to be really really good. It's going to be a showstopper when people get in their hands. So very very excited for it. Good. My day is good. I was just prepping for this a little bit last night and then early this morning just to make sure everything was working. So it's a lot to, like, you know, make sure the screens are working, the cameras are working, the sound is working. Marty can hear me properly. Um, that's good. It's all fun, and I think it'll be a really really fun experiment. So yeah, Marty will come back hopefully with some of his CGC books. Him and his brother were collectors as kids, and then now as they've gotten older, they realize that some of the books in their collection could be worth a lot. So they actually send them off to CGC. Okay, explain why and what books that you sent out to CGC.
All right. Well, my brother actually grabbed most of them. We probably had about 20 of them
He
graded,
stole
and he
them
lives. Yeah, because he
without you
hangs them on
knowing.
his wall.
Yeah.
But we have a bunch. My favorite one is this one.
Mm,
Oops, hold up. Spider-Man 252, his very first one with
nice.
his black costume.
Awesome.
My brother has like a GI Joe #1. He has the Dark Knight series.
GI Joe number. Okay, so really quick, GI Joe, the new GI Joe, um, from Skybound Entertainment, which is, I don't know if you know, with Walking Dead, the guy who's the creator of The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman, started
Hmm.
Skybound Entertainment, and he is now the head of Image Comics and also Skybound, and they're doing a whole revamp of GI Joe. Well, update for GI Joe and Transformers, all
And a
merging
new
the
movie is coming out.
yes. Well, they're merging the two IP together so that their worlds I mean, and they have in the
Oh
past.
yeah.
GI
Hmm.
Joe and Transformers have crossed paths before, and Hasbro, obviously under Hasbro, but they're doing it in such a cool way. So that's one of the regular books that I'm picking up now is the Transformers book by an artist named Daniel Warren Johnson. Do I have it? Wow.
While he's doing that, I'll show you. I have. I don't know why I chose this one, but some team
Awesome.
ups.
So wait, did you read those books at all, or were they all like perfectly pristine before you sent them off to CGC?
We've read them. We've had them for years, but we just wanted to experiment and figure, well, if we have some, at least we can get them like professionally um,
Graded.
rated. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just to know, like now they're sealed. Now we know.
But you
I don't
read
know if
those
I'll.
as kids?
Yeah, yeah. I
And you
mean,
got a 9.6? That like
oh
went
yeah,
through the
huh, Secret
hands of
Wars.
that went through the hands of two boys and it's still a
Yeah,
9.6? That's awesome.
yeah, yeah. So these are the remnants of the real lion's share is with my brother
Yeah.
hanging on his wall.
Yeah.
He got yeah.
Does CGC give you like a dollar worth too after they grade it?
No,
Um, so do you know how much, like, say that 9.6 is worth?
I would just probably go on eBay or something, or just
Mm.
on the internet and just search for a 9.6 CGC graded this issue.
Oh, okay.
But I have no plans for them, but at least we know they're preserved. We know that that's what the standard is, and
Yeah.
who knows?
Hey, guess look who's in the chat. Mark's Music Obsession. What's up? Hey, Rocky. Glad I caught this. Sometimes I stream late night, and Mark's always like, "Why are you streaming late night? I can't watch these."
Oh, he says
He
I am a
says
lot louder than you.
he's a lot louder than. Well, I can't control that. No, I can.
Thank you, Mark.
Hang on. Let me try. Why don't you say something, Marty, and tell me?
Check one, check two.
Do I need to
My
make
favorite.
myself louder, Mark, or Marty lower? I'm gonna guess Marty lower.
That's what my wife says. Thank God there's no volume control on me in
Yeah,
general.
I lowered him a little bit, and I can make myself. I'm nervous to make myself a little louder though because I'm not sure. Uh oh.
Oh, classic. Oh,
Do you know who this is?
Lang.
This is our buddy
What's up,
Lang.
baby?
Secret Wars 8. You nerd. Did you have Secret Wars 8? Did you just lift that up?
Oh yeah. Secret. Shoot, Lang knows what's. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
First
nerds.
appearance of the black costume.
I think you guys have to share comics with me. You guys are nerdier than I am. I've never gotten anything CGC rated, so you are definitely.
Cranberry Langers.
Ah, okay. This guy.
that's
What's
that's
up,
a new nickname.
Cranberry? This is my buddy Marty. Marty, this is Cranberry Langers. He's a good guy. He's been in I chat quite a bit, and he is hilarious. I'm
Nice
higher.
to meet you.
Okay, so let me turn myself down. We're gonna get this right, guys. Comrade Sammy saying hi to Cranberry, one or the other. I trust Mark because I don't know, based on his handle, Mark's Music Obsession, I'm assuming he knows his audio. Everybody's saying hello to each other.
This is cool. It's like a whole different side of Rocky that I don't know.
Eh,
But my shameful plug is I just appreciate Rocky for who he is. I've gotten to know him aside from the art and all this world, and he's a level-headed guy, well-balanced, humble, great family man, awesome friend. And if I can support him in any way, and it seems like you guys are, but hit that like and smash that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. I've always wanted to say that,
you
but
were prepping.
please,
You were prepping all night for that to say
but
that, weren't you?
I've always wanted to say that. So please support this guy. And I haven't even mentioned what a quality artist he is. It's
Oh my
crazy good
gosh,
stuff.
Marty,
So,
stop
so,
it! Stop
so I'm
it!
just saying it.
Oh, see, guys, this is why I'm bringing this dude on so that he can stroke my ego, make me feel good about myself on a Friday.
You're gonna Venmo me, right?
Yes. All right, hold on. Let me just catch up on the chat here. Cranberry Langers, yo, what's up? Nice to meet you too. I'm jealous of your Secret Wars.
Oh, see, I don't even know what I have, but cool. Thank you.
Comrade Sammy says he's a pretty good dude. We like him most of the time, lol. Except when it's like late at night.
Most.
Yeah, late at night, making people. Lang's laughing at you. Lang, you might be next, so just get ready.
Yes, yes.
Like and subscribe. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Comrade Sammy, for always saying that. Cranberry Langers. That's odd because I see Rocky as a deranged lunatic. You know, there's two sides. That's what Marty was talking about. He's giving you the good side, but you
I
see
think
the
you
real
guys know
side.
him better than I do.
Yeah, probably. Okay. And Mark's laughing. All right. So are you ready to get? So okay. So I was thinking about what I should share with you. I told you I ran into Lang this morning and I
Yep.
told him what it was and he thought it was perfect. So oh wait, before I do that, not to delay anymore. This is one of the transformers for the revamp,
Ooh,
and
cool.
I've been reviewing this on my Wednesday comics videos, and it's awesome. So the artist is Daniel Warren Johnson on that one. Here, I'll show you a page. You'll love these. The way he does action is super awesome. But look at this page. Spoiler alert: Optimus Prime gets Megatron's arm.
Oh, that
He
is
like
pretty cool.
he like in one of the previous issues he rips his arm off to fight off Starscream. And then in this issue he gets Megatron's arm, which is pretty
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, it's super over the top. And then I just finished reading this restart of GI Joe, which is written by Larry Hama. Do you know Larry Hama? Have you heard of his name? He's one of the eminent writers for GI Joe. Like he did the classic like Snake Eyes story, all that stuff, and he's still a writer for GI Joe. And so he wrote this new series that's coming out, and they got this great artist on it. So it's awesome. So everything that they're doing they're calling it the Energon universe, where they're merging GI Joe and Transformers to set up, I'm assuming, like movies and TV shows. But they're doing a great job. It's really fun. It's really exciting.
So, quick question: who has
Yes.
authority to make these changes? Just like the owner of the IP?
Yeah, Hasbro. Hasbro ultimately
So
owns.
they have to run it by Hasbro first before they say, "Hey, we're
I think
gonna."
they were probably approached by Hasbro because Robert Kirkman is a multi gajillionaire because of The Walking Dead, and he's done other properties too. He did. Didn't Robert Kirkman? Chat might be able to correct me, but didn't Robert Kirkman do Invincible too, which has been a huge success? It's been an animated series and a huge book. But so yeah, I'm assuming Hasbro approached him and said,
I
"Hey,
mean, they
what would
can't
you do?"
just say, "Oh, we're gonna make Optimus Prime a ballet dancer now." Like, it has
this
to
day and
get the
age,
permission.
it might happen. But yeah, I'm sure he's in tight talks with the powers that be at Hasbro. But it seems like they have the right creative team in place so far. I don't know about the movies and the like TV stuff, if they're
Hmm.
doing TV stuff, but definitely for the comics, it's been they came out of the gates like swinging, and I was like, is this gonna be all right? And I was reading, I'm like, this is super fun. So it's
So, with
really
that said, I would buy a comic if they developed Optimus Prime with Megatron's gun. As a non-comic enthusiast, I would.
nice.
That sounds cool.
Oh, I'll show you something cool that I found. Whoa! Oh man, my cord is not long enough. You remember this? Do you know this,
Oh,
Marky?
that's the cassette player from.
Yeah, I found this when I went back home and was looking through my old stuff.
That's the Panther guy. That's the.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
Ravage.
Soundwave.
Yes, yes. His tape, Panther tape, which is a really cool
Cool.
toy. I know. Okay, sorry,
Super
getting
cool.
distracted. All right, so wait, let me catch up on the chat. Got to give the chat their love. Cranberry Langer says, I find Rocky very suspicious. Hmm.
It's always
No,
the
no.
mild-mannered ones. You
Wait.
got to be
He
careful.
clarified here. No, Rocky Ballesteros is a great, wholesome dude. I vouch for his character. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's cool. I'm assuming he was saying me. Still a huge volume difference. He is way louder. Gosh, Marty.
Eeks.
All right, I'm
I'll
turning you
whisper.
down.
I'll talk less
No,
loud.
no, no. All right, Mark, I'm turning him like 50% cut. I don't want to blow your ear. That would be the worst thing for Marty's voice to blow out your ears.
Lang has something on his desk. A copy of what? Secret Eight? Secret Wars? 8?
See, this is the tough thing with chat when you're doing a live stream to like keep up with them because they're talking and then we're talking and then you have to go back and check.
Oh,
Cranberry
Dark
Langer says they
Horse.
made a couple of the Transformers gay, trans, and Dark Horse or whatever. Did they really?
Hmm. Hmm.
Transformers? Interesting. Recently. Lang says, I have it also. Sitting right on my desk. You nerd. Oh boy. All right, cool. And let's see, not lastly, but Cranberry Langer says, I was telling about the comic. Of course, you being cool is a given. See this? And
You
notice
got some love here.
the wrench next to Cranberry Langer's, because I also am paying him for the compliments. Oh, Lang has the cassette. Oh,
The
the
cassette.
same one?
We need to compare toys, old toys.
That's Lang's territory, is like designer toys or like expensive toys. That's his territory. That's not mine.
Does Lang have Soundwave?
That's a good question. Tell us, Lang, do you have Soundwave? They did. Ooh. You know what? I don't need to see that. I think Cranberry Langer is talking about Dark Horse's comic.
Mm-hmm.
The awesome thing about the current version is they are so respectful. Right now, they're super respectful of the stories that were told before, the history of these characters. You really feel it. And it feels very like, oh, these are the Transformers that I remember. These are the G.I. Joe characters that I remember, but they're amped up to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Optimus Prime ripping off his arm, and but
Yeah.
it's really fun. And I guess maybe as middle-aged dudes, or middle-aged people, I should say, not just dudes, but for me as a middle-aged dude, um, seeing it lifted to that level of extremity, and the stakes are higher. People are dying in these books, and the stakes are higher. It's really, really engaging. It's not just like, it's a kid's comic,
Like a
which some of them
Renaissance.
have been. All right, either the comics or their most recent cartoons. Oh, I see. Yeah. They've done a lot of cartoons, and I know they introduced a bunch of new characters that I didn't really care about. Oh, he sold it on eBay. I think Soundwave, he sold it on eBay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's paying B in stock options, whatever. Oh, he's paying me in stock options, I think is what Cranberries. Yeah, you
For the
can have a lot of
compliments.
stock. That's worth it's worth a lot of money. Trust me. All right. Okay. I think we can just end it here. That was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. I am going to switch to another view. You ready for this, Marty?
Yes.
Okay. So as I was thinking about what book
Hey, we have
would work
7
for
viewers
Marty.
now.
What's that?
7 viewers.
There you go. 7 viewers. See, now you're getting obsessed with it. Cranberry Langer says it's more realistic that a transformer would just squish humans. Exactly. And that's what happens. Like they step on people, not necessarily on purpose. Like in the very first issue, Optimus Prime, he's like admiring Earth. He's like, wow, this green planet full of life.
Oh.
And he accidentally steps on a deer. It's amazing. And then, but this image of this dead deer is like stuck kind of in his brain a little bit, of like the fragility of humanity. And it's brilliant. It's really good. All right. So anyway, I was thinking about you, Marty, and I was like,
Oh, thank you.
what would be a good comic to introduce him to? And I came up with this one. Let me see if I can get that.
That's Wolverine. Oh, no,
No,
that
no,
is
no. It's this character. It's called Ash.
Sabretooth.
Ash, #1. Have you ever heard of this?
Ash?
Yes.
No.
Okay. If
Never
you're
heard.
calling him Wolverine, then I can guess you didn't know about it. All right. Let me give you some backstory. Ash is created by an artist and creator by the name of Joe Quesada. Joe Quesada got his start in Marvel. He started, I think, in DC Comics, drawing a book called The Ray. Probably some stuff earlier than that. I know he started on The Ray. He started doing some covers, but the one book that he began being a regular artist on, and this was in the 90s, was X Factor. Do you remember X Factor?
Vaguely. That's
Um,
like a second generation of X-Men.
yeah, they were like, okay, so there's the original X-Men, Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Iceman, Angel, and Beast, right? Do you remember those guys?
Yes.
Then all the other new X-Men came later in the like late 70s, 80s, which was like Wolverine, Colossus, Storm, all those, right? And then the original X-Men left or graduated, however you want to say it, and they formed their own team in the 90s called X Factor.
Cool.
And so Joe Quesada became one of, man, if I should have been a little bit more prepped. Hold on. It could be right at my feet. 1 second.
Hey, Lang told me to pay attention. Can we block him? Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I have it. Look, this is awesome. Right at my feet. This is X Factor, and this is Joe Quesada started to become the regular artist. Look how cool that cover is,
Soup.
right?
That's pretty cool.
Joe Quesada is, he graduated from art school in New York called School of Visual Arts. And he's a New Yorker through and through. But one of his telltale stuff is he does this like great spittle, like every time characters mouth. Actually, he didn't do it in Ash, surprisingly, but every time he would draw a character, like they would have this like spit between the top and the bottom of their mouth, which was amazing. But he's a really, really good artist. He's got a great sense of like exaggeration, but also like light and dark lighting in his stuff, and he's awesome, super good. So anyway, Joe Quesada became popular with X Factor, and then the whole image boom happened, right? Like Spawn, Wildcats, Youngblood. Did you remember that? Did you follow any of that? You
No,
didn't follow any of the image books,
no.
Marty.
I know.
Here, I'm gonna highlight this comment. Pay attention.
Pay
Yes,
attention.
Joe Quesada worked on Valiant Ninjax. That's right. He made it was not Ninjax. That's like a cleaner. Ninjak with a K. Um,
Amazing.
Sammy said, "I can if you want to." She meant to block. She can. She's a mod.
Sergeant of Arms.
She could block Lang. That would be
Love
incredible.
it. No, we love
Um,
Lang.
okay,
So thank you,
so
Sammy.
yes. We're getting so distracted here. Joe Quesada. So there was the whole image boom where the top artists, Todd McFarlane. You've heard of Todd McFarlane, right?
Yes,
He
Spawn.
he was at he was at the height of his career drawing Spider-Man. Jim Lee was at the height of his career drawing X-Men. Mark Silvestri was at the height of his career drawing Wolverine. Rob Liefeld was drawing New Mutants and X-Force. And so these guys all left. There was also Eric Larson and Will Sportaccio and Jim Valentino, who was one of the main guys on Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, all these guys, they left. They said, screw you, Marvel. They were getting paid a lot, and they were bringing in the big bucks for Marvel because of how good they were and how popular they were. They were like rock stars. And they said, screw you guys, we're leaving. We're going to form our own company. They made Image Comics. And that's where Spawn came in, Youngblood, Wildcats, Savage Dragon, Wetworks, and Shadowhawk. Am I missing any? Youngblood, Cyberforce. Those were all their original creations, and they owned them, and they were making like millions of dollars because all the fans followed these guys. They were just such good artists. Became household names, make commercials with like Spike Lee. It was insane. Um,
Cool.
so they left the big two, Marvel and DC, formed their own company, Image, and became competitors. Basically, the next competitor with Marvel and DC. Nobody had ever done that before. Joe Quesada, he was in their circle, but he was kind of right behind them. And so he took over a lot of art duties on books that they left, like X Factor. And he also gained in his popularity. Everybody's like, Joe Quesada might leave. But I'm sure Marvel was like, oh, no, we don't want him to leave. And they kind of hooked him in. But he did eventually leave and started his own company called Event Comics with his buddy Jimmy Palmiotti, who was his inker, and he's also a writer. Jimmy Palmiotti is pretty active on social media too, and on Twitter. He's got some great posts. He's got a lot of original art, super amazing. So they started this company, Event Comics, and Ash was the first book that they produced from it, and this is Joe Quesada's creation. So
So that guy is
uh,
Ash.
this guy is Ash, yes.
Okay.
Comrade
Hey,
Sammy
that's
says
the name of my
looks
daughter.
like
Anyways.
I didn't want to mention that, but that was another reason I thought it. Comrade says, looks like you're safe for now. Comrade Sammy says that to Lang. Yeah, we'll give him a chance. We'll give him a chance. Cranberry Langer says, did you say Stormwatch? Stormwatch was not a book that came out immediately when Image first launched. it was kind of second wave, I'd say. But yes, Stormwatch was part of the Image universe. All right. So the other reason why I picked this book for you is it's about firefighters.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And so for those of you who don't know, how would you know? Lang knows. But for those of you who don't know, Marty is a firefighter, and a dang good one at that.
Oh, thanks. From the outside world. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
My colleagues would argue otherwise.
Well, you have never told me that you killed anybody.
Not yet.
Oh, wait.
So Ash is a firefighter?
He is. He is. Yes.
That was my idea.
Yes. Before the stream, Marty was saying, "Hey, I've got an idea for a comic for you. It's about a firefighter," and I was like,
A firefighter zombie.
He's not a zombie, so maybe we can still do it." Cranberry Lang says it's a good name. Ash is a good name.
Cool.
Okay, I was wondering. Were you wondering what Marty did? Like, what did this guy do? Yeah, what does Marty do? He's a firefighter. Marty, do you want to give a little history of why you picked being a firefighter, or is that too long?
No. The short end is I've tried everything under the sun, and I failed miserably at them. And I've reverted to something that actually it was in San Francisco. Oops. Anyways, and I just saw
It's okay. We're all in San Francisco.
A female firefighter and her crew responding inside a building, and she just put on her air pack and put on her gear, and it was nothing traumatic, but they just went to investigate a building, probably like a gas smell or whatever, and I just thought that was super cool. Just the middle of the day, you're putting all this gear on, you're just checking stuff out and making sure stuff is safe, and that would be a cool job. And it's always stuck with me. And I think when the time was right, I just, out of frustration of jobs not working out, I just started inquiring and applying and learned how to do it.
Nice. What would be awesome if it's like an origin story if you like found that firefighter and went back up to her and said, "It's because of you."
It would be. I agree. I
That'd be
wholeheartedly
cool.
agree.
That's a total comic book story. Comrade Sammy says, "Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for what you do."
Oh no,
Cranberry Langers,
it's
thank
an
you,
honor.
sir. Thank you for your service, man. See, people appreciate it.
Thank you. No,
People
it's a
appreciate it. It is. It's like you're literally laying your life down for other people. So that's
we're lucky
totally
to do it.
admirable. Yeah. And all shout out to all your buddies, your firefighters who you're going to send this link to later and say, "Look, I'm talking about you guys."
That's right. Hey.
Yeah.
Appreciate
We're
it.
appreciative. I think, as many of you agree and know, we oftentimes don't appreciate these people who are working so hard to keep us all safe in life. So it's awesome. And I don't think I've ever met a firefighter before you, Marty. So it's really cool.
Oh, well, I know in general, most people that I've ever met would want to help people and just do things to help others.
Yeah.
We are lucky enough to get paid for it.
Nice. Oh, you get paid for it? Dang.
That's why I'm home at 11 o'clock.
Shoot. All right. Anyway, that's Marty, guys. And just to reciprocate, Marty is one of my bestest friends as far as just being a good dude, a good friend. And he has talked me off a ledge, a metaphorical ledge, not a physical ledge, many times. So I appreciate his friendship, and he's just really fun, and he makes me laugh every time we meet up. So
Thanks, bro.
yeah. So hopefully
Feelings
you
mutual.
guys you feel that and you'll hear that today. Okay. So this is a story about Ash. Kicks off with somebody it's called Burn Baby Burn is the name of this issue.
That's
And
cool.
look at that first page. Like, if that doesn't grab you
like
by
that.
the neck,
Yeah.
what would, right? So then a burning building. Look at
Oh
this.
shoot, that's
See?
cool.
See? This is right up your alley,
That
Marty.
is, yeah.
Firefighters in the thick of things.
I might buy some
Let's see.
copies for
Lang
my
says,
coworkers.
"Yeah, is there a fire out there to fight now? Don't see one in your bedroom." Dang. Cold-blooded. No comment.
I know,
Uh,
man, Lang.
Sammy, that's strike two. That's
Yeah,
strike two.
strike two.
Um, all right, so it's this really dramatic scene, and what we're getting with these kind of skewed panels here is like a flashback. What's going on inside their head. So this is what's happening physically. They're rushing through a building, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, stand clear! Somebody's hurt." One of their coworkers, one of the firefighters, is hurt. They're like, "Clear the way!" And the whole time you're getting kind of these flashbacks. They're like, "What's going on? Something's happening." And they say, "Hank, over here, I think I've got a live one." And then he realizes that this is their coworker. Look at that.
Wow, that's super
That not
cool.
give you the shivers or what? Hopefully this is not too traumatic for you.
No, 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 no. Most
But
of us have
yeah,
a sick sense of humor.
so they realize, oh my gosh, he right here, oh man, he's one of ours. Oh, I love this panel.
Oh,
And his name's Ashley. So this guy's caught and burnt basically in the middle of their fire.
I
And
get
then
it. Whoa.
jump to ambulance taking them. And they're like yelling, "Come on." And he's all wrapped up. And even this guy is like, "You got to hang in there. You're okay, dude. You're okay." And the paramedic's like, "He is not okay. Like, this
Oh,
guy's not going
man.
to survive."
This is cool.
You like it?
I do very
Joe
much.
Quesada's great. So the great thing about Joe Quesada is he can draw like amazing. He's really good storyteller, uh, really good pacing in his stories, and his layouts, like how he composes the shots and the moments, are very dynamic, very exaggerated. So he's good. And like, if you can imagine, it's like, well, who would I pick to do something about a firefighter and the drama of being a firefighter? He's a great artist to do it. Okay, let's see. Cranberry and Langers, really quick. That's cool. Good to have good friends. It is. It really is. Both good friends in person and here on YouTube, like you guys. Mark's music obsession, perfect choice. Nice.
Perfect choice.
Yeah. Lang says, Marty, is that gear drawn correctly?
It
Or is it
was drawn close enough for me to go, that's super cool. I mean,
nice?
yeah, absolutely. It looks great.
It's one of those balances, right? I think it's the balance with comics in general. You can be really realistic and draw everything perfectly how it looks in real life, but comics is also a medium of visual storytelling. So exaggerating that for the sake of
Yep.
storytelling and excitement, I think there's
Mm-hmm.
something to it.
It's
Carmen
much
says,
more
I'm
sexy.
keeping track. I think this is of Lang's marks. Cranberry Langer says,
Sammy.
burn, pun intended. Lang says, interested to see how accurate the firefighters are drawn. Yeah, that's a good point. It's true. Like, are you appealing to people who are firefighters? It's like when you watch, like, I was just talking to you the other day, Marty, about Backdraft, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, do firefighters like Backdraft? Because I'm sure it's like exaggerated for Hollywood. And you said they do, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's also like, I'd say more like Chicago Fire, where when you watch a show like that, it's very accurate with the equipment and the settings. But do me and my buddies go out investigating crimes and following up and getting intertwined with people's interpersonal drama off duty? We do
Yes.
not.
Yes, you do.
But because of Chicago Fire and all those things, they bring that the attention
Mm,
to the masses.
yeah.
And man, the fire service absolutely benefits from it, and we get the love and the support and all that. So we love it. It's not super accurate,
Yeah. I think
but
that's the
we
same
love
of
it.
like ER, right? Or ER or any like police drama. Like what was that huge police drama in the 80s? Was it NYPD Blue?
That
Where it was
sounds about
like,
right.
yeah, where they're all
But
dramatic about
they
being a
have
police
like a
officer.
career call every shift. That
Right.
doesn't happen. But can it happen? Sure,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. All right. So the friends, the coworkers, look at these look at these goobers. Do they look like anybody you work with?
oh man, no comment.
I love
I
this
love
guy
my
here.
job.
I love
So
this guy here. I'm like, How is that dude a firefighter with glasses that thick? That can't work. Can it?
You'd always be surprised. We're just
Really?
regular people.
It's
More
not like the
regular than you think.
military where you have to have like perfect eyesight, right?
You'd be surprised.
Oh gosh. Just point the hose in this general direction. Oh. All right. Lang says the facial expressions are awesome. Yeah. Joe Quesada is really good at exaggerating. And then so they go into his room. There's this big drama moment. I love the shadow. Like, uh-oh, we're going to see Ash. He's basically on death's bed. And then, what? It looks like nothing
Wow.
happened. Nothing happened. He's like, hey, dudes, I'm good. Who wants to give me a sponge bath? And they're like, what? This takes place in New York, by the way. Quesada is,
Those
like I
guys
said
are
earlier,
heroes.
he's a New York native, and he's a huge supporter of New York. And anyway, he did this book. They did, I don't know how many issues of Ash came out, but then he ended up getting hired back at Marvel as the editor-in-chief, which is like Grand Poobah. And then above that, he was like chief creative officer for like, I think over a decade. So he was really involved with Marvel from the comic side being turned around, and it was awesome to have an artist in that high up position because he knows what he's doing. You know, he's a comic book artist as opposed to just like a business suit executive being in charge of comics. So anyway, the mystery is like, oh my gosh, this guy Ash, he's okay. How did he survive it? And then this other guy who also followed him into the fire was still injured. So something's going on. Ash goes home and then he starts dreaming and he has some crazy power thing happen. He wakes up and he catches on fire. Basically, his body catches on fire.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And he starts spitting out fire.
I
And he
like
starts
this.
hearing this voice. Ashley, stay back. You're not a hero, Ashley, stay back. And there's something going on. I don't know if you can read that. He says, Dad? So there's something going on with him and his dad's relationship that Quesada's setting
Wow.
up here. I love too how Joe Quesada just totally nerding out with the art.
The borders.
Yes, he does this stuff. He does a lot of like border treatment.
Yeah,
It's really important to him. He was influenced by an artist named Alphonse Mucha who did very ornate borders. Not a comic book artist. He was like a artist, traditional like painter. Did huge murals and stuff from Austria, I believe. But he did a lot of like ornate borders, and Quesada does a lot of the kind of similar things in comics work. And then there's kind of more. He wakes. He kind of the fire goes away, and he's like, "What just happened? Did I dream that?" Blah blah blah. He kind of goes back to work, and he's talking to friends like, "I had this weird dream, whatever." Oh, this is a pinup. Remember the other day I was talking to you about Weapon X, Marty?
Yes.
So
Yes.
this
Yes.
is the artist that did Weapon X. His name's Barry Windsor Smith.
Oh.
Yeah. He's drawing Ash, the
Are
character
those Weapon
Ash.
X's?
No.
No.
No, they're not. I think these are his original creations, Barry Windsor Smith, and then this is Ash, Joe Quesada's. I don't know if Barry Windsor Smith, this is him, doesn't look so happy. I don't know if he was joining Event Comics or he was just supporting them. I think he was just supporting them. But there was a huge push to like do independent stuff, which we are feeling a lot now in the comics movement of the independent surge, like outside of Marvel and DC. Lang says, is he working on any projects now, Joe Quesada? Well, he left Marvel, and I think he... Oh, wait. Yeah, he left Marvel, and he is doing work. I don't know if it's a contract basis or for what, but he's doing work for DC now. I think. Yeah, I think DC got him. Cranberry Larry's firefighters probably have a lot of military vets, police vets. Is that your experience, Lang? Marty?
Military, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool pages. All right, cool. I love it. I love the chat engagement. Okay, so then now we go to this moment where we're on the Brooklyn Bridge. They're introducing some lady stuck in traffic. She's getting really angry. she rams the car in front of her and just freaks out. Just got road rage. And I'm not quite 100% sure what happens. It looks like she leaps out of her car and runs into a gas
Oh,
truck.
geez, yeah.
I didn't know
Flammable
that her
liquids.
knee was that strong to like bust open a gas truck.
Wow.
And it explodes on the bridge, and all of a sudden it's on the news. Big fire on the Brooklyn Bridge. Ash is asleep, and what happens? He hears the report and he starts vomiting fire again.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's like activated by this, the alarm.
All right.
Lang asks this whole issues. I think so. Don't quote me on that, but you can
What does that mean?
he's talking about Joe Quesada. He was asking what he's doing now, and I said
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he's working for DC, which is like the enemy of Marvel, right? Um, so yeah, I think he's doing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's doing something regular there. Maybe Batman. They'd be stupid if they didn't have him on Batman. He did a great Batman before, earlier in his career. Batman and Azrael. I don't know if you guys know the character Azrael. He was kind of a he was supposed to be like a successor to Batman, but they did a whole Batman and Azrael series that Joe Quesada drew and Kevin Nolan inked, and it was incredible. Okay, so he's activated by the fire alarm. Excuse me. Get another
time to go to work.
Yep, and it seems like it's painful for him, some sort of transformation. But he keeps talking about his dad, so there's some dad issues going on. I believe his dad was a firefighter. And he's like reluctant. He's like, "What's going on? You see this weird alien glove
Yeah,
reaching
yeah,
out,
yeah. What is
right?"
that? We don't know yet, huh?
And he's getting no, we don't know yet. And he's getting pulled into the fire, and he's like, I don't have much of a say in this. And then, booyah!
Oh, shoot. That's
Is that not
cool.
cool?
Whoosh.
What a crazy design that is. But what I love about it is like these firefighter stripes,
Oh, yeah.
right?
See? I didn't notice. I thought that was the Wolverine pants.
Or Wolverine pants, possible. Cranberry Langer says, "Yeah, Azrael rocked. I liked his uniform." Yep, that was Joe
That's
Quesada.
pretty cool.
Yeah, Joe Quesada has a great sense of blacks and whites in the ink work that he does, and the balance of that as a graphic image. Like you can see here, it's like putting these bands on his arms and his legs. I love this like flame stripe in his hair. I don't know. He's got like rock
Yeah.
and roll hair.
Yeah.
I don't know these gloves, like where he got the idea for these gloves, but they're crazy interesting and very memorable. Like when you see that, you're like, oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
cool. I
Almost like
love it.
Thundercat,
Yeah,
Thundercats or so.
yeah. Look at that double page whammy. And then, so he's all decked out. He is Ash, the hero now. This is really weird. He grabs the keys, opens his window, jumps down, and gets on a motorbike
Sweet.
and then takes off. That's his Ashmobile, I guess. He's on a motorcycle.
Love it. No helmet.
No helmet. He doesn't need a helmet. He's got
Nope.
hair. Yeah.
Yep.
Gauntlets. Yeah, these awesome fire gauntlets. Cranberry Langer says fire engine chrome. Is that like those
Oh, for
stripes?
his
Oh
bracelet,
yeah,
his wristlet.
yeah, maybe. Okay, so then he takes off on his bike. This is the scene of the explosion. He doesn't care. He's Ash. Yeehaw.
I like this guy.
Yeah. Then he peels out in the middle of the fire and here, where do you think you're going, pal? Hey, fire boy. What in the heck is going on here? This is the lady that exploded in that tank of fire, the
Oh,
pissed
she's
off lady.
uh-huh.
And I guess she's the first villain that he faced as Ash. That was the end of the first issue.
Oh, both his arms have the shielding.
Yes, yes. They both have that, like, whatever, chrome plating or whatever. And then this is the advertisement for Ash 2.
Oh, so
We
that's the end of it.
That's the end of the first issue.
I'm in.
Are you in?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm
Look
I'm
at
I'm
this.
intrigued to see what happens.
Like he was going all out. He did a lithograph and poster and even did a little toy. Here's the
Wow.
front cover. I didn't pull it out, but this is the front cover. So great, right? So I don't think we have time to do this, but I do have it. Issue 2. I can let you borrow
Super cool. How
it.
many is that there's only two so far?
No, this is old. This came out in the
Oh.
90s or maybe the
Oh
2000s.
shoot.
Wait, let me look.
Uh-huh.
This came out in 1994. Oof.
Whoa, that is
Super
old.
old. I was still in high school.
Old like us.
And it hadn't turned into dust yet.
Has
So
anything become of that? Like a cartoon series or
no, he did. I was looking up this earlier. He did maybe, I want to say less than 10 issues. And then as things go, it's like if the sales aren't good enough or whatever, then they move on to new things. So it didn't quite get enough traction like Spawn or
yeah.
Wildcats or whatever.
You
And I
know how
think that,
San Francisco Fire has a lot of um, cartoons or characters that they put on their own fire badges, depending on the station.
yeah,
It'd be cool to adopt someone like this on a patch or something. But
yeah.
I'd like to see what happens to him though. Like, does he turn out to be still a hero, or does he turn dark or something?
I think he stays a hero throughout. I think so. Uh, I didn't read the whole series all the way through.
I like it.
And I think after Quesada stopped drawing this, I think that's when he got recruited back to Marvel to kind of take those higher positions. So he didn't have time to work on his own independent book. Lang says, I think he stopped penciling Ash after issue 5 or 6.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a shame because it was a pretty cool, other than that weird dragon lady at the end. Um, I like the concept and the origin story of him. And I know even this character here there's this skill fight. Like he's one of the villains. I think his name was, oh gosh, what was his name? He kind of looks like the Joker a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. He looks like an inferno or something. I
No,
don't
it
know.
was like something like the actor. I think it was the actor, something like that. But he's like one of the main villains in the later issues. All right, Cranberry Langer says, "Got to head to work, but have a good stream, Rocky, Marty, Comrade
Thanks,
Savage, Mark's
Cranberry
music
Langers.
playing.
Nice to
Thanks
meet
for
you.
being here, Cranberry. We'll see you next time." So end of it's a good segue. 94 isn't old, guys, making me feel like a dinosaur. Well, I didn't tell you
He's right.
how old I was in 94. I mean, I did say high school, but I didn't say how old. So you're not old, Mark. You are just right. So to kind of wrap this up, Marty, after seeing that, after being introduced to Joe Quesada's Ash, Mark says, okay, it kind of is. I was just trying to help you out, man. I know it stinks. Getting old stinks, but then you can do stupid things
But
like this and say, and nobody can tell you can't.
no, but you get perspective though.
That's true. That's true.
Wisdom,
Yes. For all
hopefully.
of you who's still here, Marty is one of the wisest guys that I know. And
Get out of
being wise, I'm not joking. Being wise, why are you laughing? Being
I,
wise is not just, being a smart person. Being wise is taking knowledge and merging that with life and having that life experience. That's what being wise is. And Marty, you've had a lot of life experience, I can tell, just for the years that I've known you and the conversations we've had. You've
oh,
had a lot
thanks,
of
man.
great experience and you've given me a lot of wisdom in my life. Okay, this is getting all deep. This is supposed to be fun about comics, not about not about deep stuff. All right, so the whole point of this is I just introduced you to Ash #1 by Joe Quesada. And we went through it, told you what I loved about it, what I liked about it. I kind of have an idea of where you are, but in your opinion, is it a comic yeah or is it a comic nah? Would you continue reading Ash #1? Would you be into it?
Oh, that's obvious. Yeah, I want to borrow or buy issue two, and I'd actually spend money on these.
Nice.
Yeah,
Would you CGC rate it?
not yet. I want to see how the rest of the issues go.
Nice. All right, so check this out. Marty says it's a comic. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Score.
Hey, what
That's
else did you
awesome.
like about it, though? I mean, you said the borders, the facial expressions. Is there anything else from your perspective that?
I love the concept, right? Like firefighter, they are modern day heroes, but to take that up a notch and make them like a comic character and give them an interesting origin. Hold on a second. I got to pause everything. My buddy, Shanth Jetty, is in the house. Did you just wake up, Shanth? It's possible because Shanth goes to sleep at the craziest hours ever. For Marty who you don't know, Shanth is the reason why I'm doing all this.
Oh, good
He is
job,
one of
Sean.
my closest friends from college. He's an incredible comic book artist. He's right now shipping out his crowdfunded book, Nosfero the Crypt Walker, which I'll send you some links of it, Marty. But it's an incredible painted comic book that he just finished, and he's shipping out the actual book. So I actually should have it in hand, right,
Congrats.
Shanth? Right? I should have it in hand soon. Comrade Sammy saying, Shanth, yo, what's up, my dude? We were just on Shanth's. I was just on watching Shanth's stream last night, and Comrade Sammy was there. Mark's Music Obsession say, what? Shanth in the middle of the day? See, Shanth is on the East Coast, and he will stream and be awake later than we are here on the West Coast. It's nuts. Shanth is alive. Lang says, Ash is not worth anything. Don't bother grading it. All right. Thanks,
Thank you, Lang.
Lang.
That-
I'm going to give this for you, Lang. This is for Lang.
Oh.
Sean saying hi to everybody. I lost your copy deep. Screw you. Yeah, when his book comes in the mail, I'll show it to you, Marty. You'll love it. It's
All
awesome.
right,
It's
cool.
beautiful.
Cool.
Well, this was fun. Um, I don't know. It was kind of a crazy thing, but I hope you had fun, Marty. I hope you enjoyed that and
I
just
did.
discovering something new in comic books. There's comics. Oh, I didn't finish answering your question really quick. Why I loved Ash. The concept, the origin story was really fascinating. The fact that it tied into like something that we naturally feel for firefighters of like, these guys are awesome. They're doing great. They're heroes. And to elevate them to comic books and make them superheroes is was great. Was a great idea for me. I had never seen it done before. Joe Quesada is a beast of an artist. He's a great storyteller, great designer, and yeah, all those things of just him as an artist in general. I'll look at anything that he does. So all those factors made me super interested in Ash when
Cool.
it came out.
Thanks
How
for
about
picking
you?
a good one. I
How about
was
you? What were the things that made you think you'd like it?
oh, I think I don't know. It depends on what level you're asking, but just from artistic, it just looks super cool. I think even from there's always something about comics and reality,
Mm,
and there's just that expression where you can be so dark and so graphic, but at the same time, that's not how that reflects who what you think.
yeah,
So kind of like how first responders are. There's like this dark, gritty reality that we just kind of live in, but there's also the regular family,
I love that.
friend, normal
Yeah,
world, and
yeah.
it's just fun to see that bridge for all of it. And I love that you're into comics because it's an outlet
Mm,
for so much of our human experience, and it helps us live into the where we're at now. So,
yeah. And I think
but
like
other than that, it's super cool.
other than that, it's awesome. I think that comics gives you the escape, right? To be the
Mm-hmm.
hero, to look up to the hero, to want better, to like, oh, that would be amazing if I had fire powers and I wasn't hurt by, I didn't die if I was in a flaming building and I could rescue people
Yeah.
and to just tap into that. That's the beauty of storytelling. Life
Yeah.
is
Even
life.
to explore those darker sides, like what would it be like?
Yeah.
And then after you explore it, you're like, nah, I don't think
Yeah.
I'd want to be invisible or
Right.
whatever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That you don't have to do it in real life. You can kind
Yes.
of explore it in storytelling.
And it's a safe space to express or explore. And
Yeah.
I get that. I think that's cool.
Yeah. Awesome, Marty. Super insightful. See, guys? See how wise this man is? Amazing. Um, everybody that's been in the chat, Shanth, Mark's Music Obsession, Comrade Sammy, Lang, Cranberry Langers who left, all you guys, thanks for showing up. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Thanks, you guys, for showing up. I hope this was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I want to try and do this more. Sean says, "Much love, panel. Hail, Mark, Cran, Sammy." Yeah, I want to try and do this more, whether that's with Marty or other people. I think it's just fun to introduce people to comics and get them excited about it. I love it so much. I think it can be anything. That's the amazing thing. You can do a comic about a man from Krypton, and you can do a comic about a flying dog, and a comic about a firefighter, right? And it's all comics. So there's comics for everyone, and hopefully I'll be able to make my own comics. That's the goal, and we're working on it. We're
We're
working on it.
waiting.
Yeah, and maybe
Excited.
we'll talk after the stream because you have some grand ideas.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but you have amazing idea. You already have great ideas.
Thanks, man. All right, guys. Thanks again for joining us. Ugh, excuse me. Thanks again for joining us. I'll catch you later. I'm actually posting my Wednesday comics video later today. Usually they come out on Friday. I'm almost done editing it. I got probably about 20% more to go, but I will be posting that later today. Check it out. And then I have a new thing for those of you who were there last time. Something came in the mail that I will open up live next week. I'll save it. I think I know what it is, but I'll open it up live next week because it's pretty cool. So thanks. Make sure you like. Why don't you roll us out, Marty? You had it all prepped up at the beginning.
Oh, what? Roll. Hey, everyone, all you out there, we appreciate you. We love you. Keep on streaming and keep the support. Keep up the love. But thank you. You're drawing regular Joes like me into this cool world. So thank you.
What about the like, subscribe, and comment and share?
Oh
All
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Hey, you gotta smash the like button and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. You caught me off guard. But I've always wanted to say that. Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Oh my gosh.
So that you will be the first to receive that quality content as it rolls out fresh.
Comrade Sammy says, "It's been a pleasure meeting you. Thank you again for your service. Avita Zane."
Thank you, Comrade Sadie.
Make sure
Sammy.
the camera's on next time. Wait a minute. I think Comrade Sammy's talking about the other stream. I unboxed something and it was just on my forehead, like for the first 15 minutes. It was a mess. I will remember next time, Comrade Sammy. Mark's music session was a good stream, guys. Thanks. Cool. Another love opening next week. Another love opening next week.
Then he corrected it to live.
Oh. Okay. Whew. I was like,
Love
right.
offering. Is that your other website, Rock?
I'm down with it. I'm down with it. Whatever we got. All right, people. Let me make sure I know how to. All right. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Peace.